What's going on, guys? So, out the box time. Now, if you saw the In the Kitchen video, I have Planet X Genesis, their version of Omega Supreme. So I guess I called him Genesis because he's Omega. They just wanted to be funny. In the kitchen video, I pointed out that they did include the head tank, which is this little dude, which I think they don't include under certain circumstances. The only thing that sucks is he's got no kind of face cover at all, so it's just this. I really should turn on my overhead light. Well, that's cool because you can flip this up, or flip. I think you flip this up. Turn that around. Extend that. I will say that this is definitely I've turned to the cheaper plastics of the good old days. So you got that. If I remember correctly, for bot mode, you flip all of this up like this, and you flip the tank treads down like that, and then tuck that away, flip this up and around. It does seem like he's missing something. Oh yeah, the gun turret pushes in. Doesn't stay in, but it pushes in. You think that would be a thing they would work on, making sure that would stay. But no. Technically it keeps his head from moving, so I guess if I wanted to just keep it straight back. So you've got his actual head, which is fine. Okay, so let's get the actual bot out here. Hold on, wait. We've got lots. I've got a couple screws of screw hole covers and other things, including some other bits. As it currently stands, I have no clue where any of these go. There's some small ones, some big ones, some slotted ones, a buttload of gray and silver ones. That's fine and dandy. Can I turn on my lights? Oh, just, yeah. So I had an electrical issue yesterday that I caused that made all my lights out of sync. It took me a while to get them synced up. Okay, so we have his left arm, Doom. So that's pretty cool. And I like. Okay, I thought that just broke. So I guess these are supposed to slide in and out. It looks like they do. Thought they did. Maybe not. Okay. Oh, maybe it's just because this does that. So he can do base mode, spaceship mode, and bot mode, which is all a part of the thing. It's pretty cool. Now, I watched reviews on this, either from MGO or Optibotimus and stuff like that way back in the day. This is where my want and my love of Planet X even came from in the first place. And I believe, if I remember correctly, Swoop was my first one, followed by Optimus, and then Starscream. So, and of course I'm setting up my Planet X shelves right now, and I kind of wanted to have him fighting Apocalypse or what's his face? Trypticon. Oh, I need to find my Transformer stickers because he got a big old spot for a perfectly formed Transformers logo. And I do think that Repro Labels has stickers for him because he's got a lot of spots that are quote-unquote Energon. Like, see, he's got these pink spots like this, which are painted, that are supposed to be the Energon spots. But then you also get, like, this enormous thing. So that's pretty cool. Now, this, I think, might be the only Omega that has a 4-claw instead of a 3-claw. And if I remember correctly, that's a cool gimmick. A little rough on the fingers. Well, that's pretty cool. I believe these... Yeah, so these come up. And these come up. And, like, you can tell how these should lock together and combine for a rocket mode. Interesting. The actual connections for the arms look scary, but since this guy is meant to come apart, maybe it won't be that bad. Maybe. I don't know. The other thing is I need to check the instructions, which, by the way, are enormous. Look at this. Look at this huge, huge instruction sheet. Let me see. Does it do the base mode? I don't think so. Oh yeah, because so they show you how to kind of get him into complete mode out of the box, so that's always a good thing. Like, attach your arms and go from there. Okay, so that's for spaceship mode. It does show you where these screw hole covers go. That's cool. I don't think it does appear that they don't tell you. That's hard to say. How to do the base mode. It looks like it's just one thing. I wish they had done it in a book instead of a poster sheet thing, because it's annoying. Start there, flip those things out, go from there. I know he's going to be complicated, and because he's Planet X, you got to be careful. The plastics don't feel great, but I guess I've helped worst. I gotta hope that his joints are tight. Like the ratchets aren't too bad. Come on, buddy. There's a little play in that. That's a little bit more than I want. Okay. So that's cool. Toesies move. That's a good thing. Ankle rocker. Nice. Stubby legs, so that's one thing. It's cool. He's got these little guys here, which are all gun turrets. I believe you rotate up and out, and then you can turn them however you want. That's so cool. Like, I love that. They look like little ion cannons from Star Wars. That's so freaking cool. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, he's got that kind of head on him. I don't know how you remove that offhand. I think you have to disconnect this area. Looks like this flips up. Yeah, that's tabbed together. I need a spudger. And that comes up. Okay, so he comes with two different tanks. So he comes with the more Sentinel type head, and then he comes with which also comes with the red gun, which is cool. So this one's fine, like, realistically, but I mean, if you want the option, you've got it, you know. So let's flip this around, flip this around, flip this up, and I mean, like, there's your major difference on your tanks. Obviously the extendable barrel, so that's cool. I mean, it's really, I don't know, like, I wish that he had a clear visor, but I like the face plate, actually having his face. But that's cool. You can just remove that. I'm not entirely certain how I did that. Okay, so like that. Like that. Okay, does this come up and out of the way? Let me see here. I'm gonna put that head back in there. I'm gonna put the proper head in. Okay, so turn that there, turn that there. Let's put the cannon away, fold that down. Okay. Is that how it was? Am I dumb? I might be dumb. I don't think I'm that dumb. Or was it like this? I am dumb. See, that sits in there all nice and neat. How did I... I mean, that's the same. Tank part is the same regardless, so... Is there something I'm missing? Because there's like the whole gap in there. Or is it supposed to be like this? I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Hold on. I just realized I'm also holding this the whole time. How did I pull it out of there and then mess it up on the way back? Okay, you stand here. Yeah, he's definitely very back heavy, but I guess once you get the arms on him, it'll be good. Stay. Head. So that can flip open. I guess it's just stuck or something. Oh. Yes. I'm gonna turn that way. Okay, so that's how you prep him for bot mode. So that's really what I want to do, is get him into bot mode. I like that they tuck that away. That's really freaking cool. And you can just kind of flop that up, close these up. That's pretty cool. Rotate that there. Okay, so these attach to that, so that's a good thing. I'll figure out why. Like, that's supposed to roll back. Is it because these are in the way? These move. Definitely move a little. So let's see. Once again, gotta look at that. Oh, so these pull back. What the heck? It's like, it says one thing and then doesn't do that thing. Either I'm trying to figure out how to get the freaking head tank in there. It seems like it seems so much simpler than it is. Like that doesn't make sense. So something ain't right about that. So let's turn that around, stick it in that way. Which also doesn't make sense. Like, that is supposed to all flip back, but the back pack is in the way. How did I get that out of there? Okay, so let's just undo that. Let's just make the tank back the way it was. Just turn the head around like so. That's got to be the key, is that I had it just wrong. Like it was fine, yeah. That it was fine like that. Yeah, okay. So that's what I was doing wrong. Okay. So there he is. Wow, I already got stress on these tabs. That's always a fun sign right out the bat. Okay, so forget what I was doing before. Alright, that's got to rotate inward, supposedly. I guess if it's crooked, it's crooked. So that's the one problem with these rotatable cannons. If they're not lined up right, you're not going to get it out. There it goes. That is so cool. And like, because it's mostly silver and gold-ish plastic, it's kind of like, but I mean, he does really like, really does represent like the early days of the game. So Omega was from the first game, from War for Cybertron. Fall of Cybertron was the next one. Yeah, there's a lot of gap. A lot of gap in those teeth. That's scary. Oh, also, I just realized, so he's got these two pieces that clip his crotch together. I just did the front one. Didn't realize the back one wasn't attached. There we go. That's a lot more solid. I guess I can give him a little bit of lean. So he's got these joints actually moved too, so that's a good thing. Alright, so let's give him his arms. Try to balance things out a bit better. So left arm claw. Come on. Okay, so put the shoulders up. Arm down. What's that? Okay, so that's big open screw holes. I assume that's not what we want. Okay, we want the elbow to be functional. So we're going to do like this, I assume. Yeah, that should clip on regardless. That's it. Ah, scary noises. More scary noises. Okay. Okay, so that's that's that. So I push this back. That's not good. Okay. See, right arm is always claw. Left arm, once again, it does have the cutout for the elbow, so you always want it to face the right way. I was wondering why he looked a little bit weird. It didn't occur to me that it was the shoulders, the shoulder pads that were missing. Oh yeah, and that shuts down. That's cool. Alright, turn that this way. So all of the elbow joint is here. I could see that being a problem down the line. But it's not a, you know, it's not as hard a connection as I would have expected, but I guess that's a good thing. Let's get his shoulder up one click. There we go. All right, so he definitely needs screw hole covers because he's got, he's assembled in the way that all the screw holes are facing forward. So I'm kind of on board for that. So he looks funny because he's got a lot of torso and not a lot of legs. But look at his claw. It's got all this articulation in it. That's super cool. Look at that. Yeah. Big boy. Big boy toy. Look at that. Had a good thumbnail. Okay, let's see what else I got here. Like I said, he doesn't feel super stable because his legs are wonky, but I guess I can give him, let's see if I can give him a tiny bit of a spread stance. Nope, his legs are 100% not going to hold up that weight. Yeah, none of his leg ratchets feel that solid, if I'm honest. But let's see here. Let's give him one click back. Give him a knee click or two. Please. Please bend at the knee. Where's the actual knee joint? Holy shit. Okay. Whoa. That's a knee joint I've never kind of seen before. And that ain't moving. That's frightening. Oop, I'm popping out his guns. Wow, that does pop out way too easy. Okay. Yeah, terrifying. So straight up and down is about as good as he's going to do in the moment, at least. See, I wish this was a combination, like this non-red gun is kind of stupid. Like, I guess you can pull the head up, get him a bit more interactive here. He's always going to have that lean forward going on. I think he's got ab crunch and whatnot, so maybe. Oh, yeah, there's a tiny bit of ratchet back. A little scary, if I'm honest. Like, he just wants to go. Like, these ratchets are shit. Like, that, you'd think that would be something they would have worked on over the last few years. Yeah, you get him out that far and he wants to go. So, however I end up posing him on the shelf, like, compared to Apocalypse, our big dino boy over there, this is very loosey-goosey. That is a super tight thing. So, and considering this is a re-release, you would think they would do better. Other thing I'm kind of the most excited for. He comes with the LEDs. I wasn't sure if he would, since the original release. I don't know that any of them have. Same thing for Apocalypse. Aside from the initial release, I don't know if you got LEDs, and also if you pre-ordered the first wave of Apocalypse, you got the extra LEDs. So you got more than enough LEDs to completely light him. So he didn't, for some reason, Planet X undersold his LEDs. So this guy comes with 5 quote-unquote red LEDs. They're the same, I guess they are red, but they're orange in the thing. So he gets one that goes in here. I figure out the exact orientation. And you turn it to lock it in place. So that's badass. He's got one in the chest, but I don't know how to access it because I know he's got one that goes behind here. I know that. I just don't know how you access that spot. I assume it's during transformation. Like there's a hole that you can get to. As far as I can tell, this doesn't open straight up. Tuck that together. I do think there's other spots. I think under here. Like he's got very few light up spots. Oh, here we go. Down here on the ankle. So that's one you're not going to use, you know, otherwise. So that's a very specific one. You gotta find the exact right spot for that one. I think that's more about how it's pushing it more than anything. So that's that. So I was thinking there's 2 spots here. Those look like they swing out later on, so that's the thing that can do. Let's make sure they all work. Yep. Oh, I'm pushing it the wrong way, so those are all good. Yeah. So that's fun. That's real fun. I don't think there's one inside the big cannon guy. If there is, it's like internal, but I don't think so. Hey, buddy. Yeah, keeping him balanced is not going to be easy. So I need to figure out all the screw holes, which I guess I don't have to figure out. They actually do tell you. Which I'm impressed by, that they actually do that. See, he's got big old clips. He's got spots to be plugging stuff in. This is not one I'm going to just go at willy-nilly on trying to figure out how he transforms. He's way too complex. But, you know what? I'm going to check something right quick. Don't know. All I know is I can't get it out now. Shit. So, I'm gonna stop for now, figure out how to transform this guy, and come back. Well, that took some doing. But I got him in his spaceship-y mode, which is cool. Reveals another LED hole. I can't see, so I can't tell. So that's cool. And then you can position these however you need to. So that's fine. Or like that. Whatever. However you need that to function. I forgot that these like split and come over here. That's pretty cool. And then you got the ankle spots here. So that works. Let's see if I can. Once again, it's like, there we go. You gotta give it a good push. And like really get her in there, I guess. Come on. Especially in this ankle. So this one is problematic. I don't think it's LED. I think it's the actual, the springy do. But then again, let me try a different one. Maybe that's that exact same one. Nope, it's the springy do. It's like there's just, it's not pushing down or pushing up enough, because this one's got enough spring in it. So that one's not, that one doesn't have enough tension. So it would need something installed underneath it. But then you've got the one back here. So you would have the thruster. Come on. There we go. So you got the thruster back here. I guess you can splay that out however you need to. So we got that one. This one up here. And I feel like I missed something. Okay, so this is hanging out here. Like that should have hooked into something. Strange. See, something around here got a little wonky, but maybe that's because the shoulders are designed the same, but they don't transform the same, so they give you that same little post. Same little post. Okay. But, like, I could have sworn these guys lit up, but there's only one extra LED. And I didn't think... Like, I do think that it's in his chest, is the last one. But once again, I don't remember, you know, how you get it in there. I can't believe that. That was so easy. You turn that, and then you can stick the LED in his chest. Come on. Get in there. Like so. I'm trying to turn it. There we go. Ah! Everything's falling apart. Oh, you can see here. Hold on. Look, yeah. This one is not sitting up. So like this one is like near the top of its hole. This one is really wonky. Or am I an idiot? Yes is the answer. I had it in there upside down. So obviously it's not going to work if you're pushing the button with your finger. Yeah, I think the last one is inside the chest there. But it's a cool transformation. It's just complex. The fact that he is an all-in-one spaceship thing, and like this was a whole thing. And of course, if you have good old Trypticon as well, you can use his purple LEDs, which I think is why it came with extras, so you could put them in this guy, but realistically you end up with more than enough for him. I do think the extras are for this because in the game he gets corrupted by Dark Energon due to Megatron. But this is a very, very good version. Like, I'm excited. Like, I have wanted this particular figure for a very, very long time. And that's just cool. It is happy. It's complex. The joints are scary. The knee joints, which are here, the ratchets were very, very, very stiff. Oh, actually, it's supposed to be like this. Okay. So, I mean, like, you can just sort of mess with it however you need to do. So, just kind of straighten this guy out. Super, super cool. Yeah, seating this one, like, is like, are you sure? I don't know if you really want me to work. There we go. Shake him a little. I digs it. I digs it a lot. So, I don't know if I can get him apart. Very easy. I do know, like, base mode is kind of similar, but you gotta, like, start from robot mode to get there. And once again, there's no real instructions for that. So, these things move. For some reason. I guess they're just sort of there. Can't even get, yeah, the other ones are down here. So yeah, those are just sort of there. Actually, you know what? Those look like tank treads. Yeah, that's what those are supposed to be. I think everything is connected. Like, you end up with a whole lot of parts and stuff like that that look really strange. And you're like, where is this supposed to go? And then it ends up plugging into something. So like here, you see this little translucent part. On the underside, they actually have little pegs that spin that go into that just for just the tiniest bit of extra security. But see also how this guy clips in right here. You could tell if you flipped it around, it would clip in right here. So that's probably for base mode, if I had to guess. Because you wouldn't have the arms where they needed to be. The thruster bits here would be the part that come up and over for the thing. So I don't know. I'm not entirely certain how the base mode is supposed to go. Maybe the feet are supposed to be like flat on the ground, kind of like here, but then like rotated 90 degrees, so that it's like flat on the ground, and then the backpacks probably, I bet, flip. I'm sure there's instructions online, but I'm pretty happy. And you can also use the cannons here as well, so you can flip that out for extra juice. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, guys. Yeah, I digs that. And really, I mean, these parts here, you could always flip these out too. Let's see here. I don't think it'll look worth a damn, but, you know, it's whatever. Also, a spudger would have been super necessary for most of this. Ow. So yeah, you could flip this guy out and have this going on. That's funny. I love how they made that to spin like so. And, you know, this is one of those ones that Hasbro never gave us. Like, Hasbro Takara gave us a lot of War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron bots, you know, Decepticons, Autobots, but never any of the big ones like this. So the fact that this was the very first figure that Planet X ever released is crazy. Get in there, thank you. Okay, and then that will shut down. You gotta close those doors like just right. So that's going to be it for this out the box. I'm not going to bother to try to figure out how to put him into base mode. So after looking up a couple pictures on BBTS, they've got somebody's review pictures where they have it in base mode. So I've got him in base mode. It is what it is. It looks good. I guess I could. There you go, adjust. So yeah, I had to modify this because the tabs were too long and were interfering with stuff, so I modified that so it would hold together. I changed it to where the feet were facing backwards instead of forwards so that you get some more of the details, and then you're supposed to flip these guns up, but it is what it is. It's pretty cool. I mean, it is what it is. And then you got the head tank to roll around. Funny thing is, I'm sitting here looking for the other tank. I'm like, man, where did the other tank go? Then I remembered it's still in the chest. So that's pretty awesome. So I guess what I'm going to try to do now is put him back to robot mode somehow. Okay, so watching a video, I'm dumb. You can extend that. I just didn't realize it. So that would actually come up and close down on it. So I didn't have to trim. Didn't have to trim that. So now it's all nice and secure and full-size rocket. Right this second. I do know that the obvious, these guys come apart, and you can do that number. Like, obviously this has some ramifications that you don't use at all when it comes to robot mode, so it could only work in the super secret base mode. So that's like because Trypticon has a base. Yeah, he's a triple changer. So Trypticon's a triple changer. Omega Supreme is technically a triple changer, I guess. Yeah, robot base and in this particular mode, spaceship. Autobot spaceship. There we go. This is cool. This is just cool. I could, I debated on whether or not to get the metallic one. But either way, done with this one. See you guys later.